These are the Clip 1 earbuds by SoundPeats. That's right, SoundPeats. I did a review of these guys right here. Now, these earbuds here are the kind that kind of go around your ears. And the nice thing is you can still hear the environment around you. But if you also have hearing aids like I do, they work well with those. In other words, you don't have to worry about choosing one or the other. You can have the best of both worlds. But are these ones here going to perform as good as the other ones that I've already got? Because as you can see, there's a lot of marks on this case. They're well used and I really like them. So if you're curious about that, I know I am, keep watching because you're watching Blue Collar Guy. Okay, we're back. So today we're talking about these Clip 1 earbuds by SoundPeats. And we're going to go to the downward shot. We're going to get them out of the box. And we're going to do some testing. And I'm going to tell you what I think about them. Now, before I begin, I got to tell you that they did send me out these earbuds at no charge. Much in the same way they did these guys. But I don't have paid affiliate links. In other words, if you were to buy them, I don't get a commission. So I have no skin in the game, whether you buy them, whether you don't buy them. And I also didn't pay for the production of this video. So I don't have any of that either. Now, if you're new to Blue Collar Guy, I don't ask for Patreon. I don't ask you to buy me a coffee. No membership fees, none of that. Just put up with the commercials, watch the video to the end, share it with your friends if you like it, and we'll go on there. This is an old-fashioned, old-school YouTube video like it was always meant to be. So let's go to the downward shot, get these out of the box, and see what you get in the box. Okay, so I'm just going to move this guy out of the way here because this is the old one, and I want to do some comparisons because I really liked the feel of these. And they fit in this little charger like so. And even though I haven't charged them for a while, look, they're still good. So let's get these out of the box and see what this looks like. This is a budget brand, so this is the kind of thing that the average blue-collar person can afford. And I think we're good on that. Let me just get this out of there. It's a little bit tough. Now, before I get into this, it says they have 12mm dual magnetic drivers, and we have 40 hours of playtime and self-adaptive left-right audio channels. And I don't see anything else written on the box except for Dolby Audio, high-res audio, wireless. Okay. And there's also a pull tab in here. So you don't want to miss that. That's probably the manual. And I'm just going to destroy this while I get this out. User guide. So this is going to be important. Let me get rid of this. User guide. Okay. Earbuds pairing. And it's going to say SoundPeats Clip. So just so you're aware, I know that things are a little washed out. This is white paper here. And you can do forced pairing. You place them in the case, press and hold the button on charging case for 2 seconds. When the case indicator lights flashes with white continuously, the earbuds will enter pairing mode. That's called forced pairing. All right, and then the rest is in different languages. So pretty simple. I don't see an app, so some people are going to like that. Just turn them on and pair them to your phone. And the other thing too is here. Less than 20%, you'll have a red. Yellow is 20 to 69%. Green is 70 to 99. These are flashing, and 100% solid green. So it does give you indicators. So if you want to know your levels, then green, yellow, red, you know, we all know what red means. and this is where you can wear them. So they clip on. I'm just going to go back to me. They clip onto the earlobe itself. So I want to know if it hurts when they clip on, if you leave them on too long, does it irritate the ears, that sort of thing, because some people have more sensitive earlobes than others. I'm used to things like hearing aids and things like that, but I'm curious myself. Okay, let's get these out. So here's a case comparison. These are a little smaller, but it's a little more bulbous, I guess you could say. A little more bulbous. And there they are. Now, before you ever charge them for the first time, you have to remove these little tabs. I'm just going to get rid of this one here. And then they go in. And there. Get rid of that. I usually stick them on the box. So I kind of like that. Whoops, that one got back at me. So with these ones, it's a little more of a finagling, I guess you could say, because you have to like find out the position and then find out the best way they fit in there and then close it. These ones, it's pretty simple. Just drop them in. I kind of like that. It's a little faster than this. Not that this is a problem, but this one seems a little quicker. So let's take a look at the case. There's the top part. This is so you can do the forced pairing. That's a little button there. Just going to get a little closer. It's hard to see. And there is an indicator light here. So when I opened it, it's flashing green. So that means they do have some charge. And we'll check them out and see how well they do. Then we've got some other things here. Got some stickers. Now, if you know anything about China, they really like the panda bear. So anything sticker-wise, usually you'll find panda, and I found it on different Chinese products. It's like a lucky symbol. So if you're curious about that, that's why that is. And these are just fun stickers, I guess. And we'll put those over there. And 6 months warranty, total 18 months. That's pretty good. Reset, customize earbuds, personalized equalizer adjustment, detailed audio. So they do have an app in the Google Play Store, and it is under Pete's Audio. Now, I already have an app for these guys right here. I'm curious to know if it works with these guys. So we'll see. Now, you don't have to use an app, so I'm just going to go back to me real quick. So you don't have to use an app for these to work. The app is just good for adjustments, and it also tells you your battery levels and things like that usually. So we'll take a look at that and see what that looks like. Okay, so I got them on. We're going to pair them. Just going to go into my Bluetooth settings, pair new device, and here they are, the SoundPeats Clip 1. I'm just going to zoom in a bit so you can see this a little bit better. Clip 1. I'm going to click on that. Pair. And it'll say connected in my ear. I can adjust the volume. And we will play something here. I got licensed music through Epidemic Sound, so we can play that. Okay. Okay, so now I'm going to check out the app. firmware upgrade. These are for the Breezy. That's these guys right here. Okay, so it's the same app as you would use for these guys right here. But now they've added a few new features. They have adaptive EQ. So you can please make sure to turn off the music. And then you can, before damaging, okay, so you can say I'm ready. Okay. Okay, I'm ready. Now it's going to do the adaptive EQ. And that's going to optimize it for me. Different sounds, and when you can hear them, then you'll say, I heard the sound. It's going to increase the decibels. Now I can hear it. And as each sound, so as soon as you hear it, then you're going to click on it. And you're going to go through this process until you've done them all. Okay, so this is my test results. Use result. Or I can hit bass boost if you want some of that. And you can also do your own EQ settings here. So you can set yourself if you want and then save it and customize it. So I'm just going to hit bass boost and then we're going to go from there. So that's pretty much how this works. You can reduce the bass, treble boost, the classic default settings. That's for these guys right here. These are called the Breezy, by the way. I should have mentioned that earlier, but these are the Breezy. And I did a review on these before, but I'll put another link in for this one or this one if you're interested. But I'm going to put the first link in for this guy because obviously this is the new star of the show, so we'll do that. I do like the charging case. It's smaller, but they're easier to go in. So let's just take a listen to them. Okay. Well, I got to tell you, I'm listening to them right now, and the bass is a lot more than these guys right here. I'm getting a lot more low end, and they're pretty good. Now, as far as controlling them goes, so far what I can figure out is 1, 2, 3 on this side of the ear, on the right ear, I can advance to the next track. 1, 2, 3 on this side of the ear, it starts over from the beginning of the track, so you want to play it again, you can do that. 1, 2 on this side, 1, 2 on this side is just play and pause. And I do believe that if you're answering a phone call, you can do that also. So I'm just going to test out that feature. I'm just going to call somebody. Now, I think if you touch it once, it will disconnect. Okay, and you can disconnect your phone from there. So now I'm going to just see, well, what's more comfortable on the ears? Put these ones back. I do like the fact that they go away as easily as they do. That is really slick. And they're also easy to get on the ears. You can use them in conjunction with hearing aids. So it's not that these ones were bad, because as you can see, the Breezy are not hard to get on either, but this is a little bit quicker. Okay. Okay, I'm going to switch back to the other ones again. Just trying to find out which one might have better bass and how fast they are to clip on. Okay, so I'm just going to show you some more features. Okay, so under hello. Well, I'm just working right now and I'm testing these earbuds to see how they respond to phone calls, music, and all that other good stuff. And I'm using them right now talking to you. Can you hear me okay? Okay, well that's good. That's good. Okay. So if you want to adjust, you can also hit this more. And it has presets for all of these different things. And then you can also get rid of this or hit more. So if you got your own custom EQs, you can put them here. So I like this, but I don't know if they really need to collapse it. I guess so, you know. I put it on rock, you can put it on pop, and it automatically will adjust the EQ. And then you can also do the adaptive EQ. So it has lots of features on the app. So they sound pretty good. Okay, so one of the things I'd like to address was a lot of people might think they may be uncomfortable because of the way they clip onto the ear lobe. I'm not feeling any excessive pinching or anything like that. They did say to adjust them so they're about here. And then that way they can, you know, I guess you can kind of put them down here too, but there's no way they're going to just fall off. They do hold on to the ears pretty good. Like I just want to show you on this ear here. So I'm going to tug on it a bit. And they have in-ear ear detection. So they know when they're in your ears. So if I put that one in there, it automatically will start to play again. If I pull it out, the music will stop. So they are in there, but they're not uncomfortable. They don't pinch your earlobes. They're not clamped onto them. So that is a closer look of what they look like. Just to give you an idea. And they're actually quite comfortable. The other ones, they can get, you know, loosened up, and you know, because they're working on a more of a hinge system, which kind of relies on this, you can have that situation where they're going to fall off your ears. Now I did notice that if you were to brush across here like this, if it catches on this part, you could knock them off that way. So just keep that in mind. I work nights, and sometimes you want to watch a movie late at night and you don't want to disturb the neighbors. I can hook these up to my TV and they'll work just fine. So I think that these are a good option for that as well, because they have a movie mode and they have Dolby Audio, which is really nice. So I'm just going to look up the price on these, just to tell you, because I know everyone's always saying, how much do they cost? They sell, that's the clip one there. They sell for 65 bucks Canadian. That's not bad. So the sound quality, is it like a $65 pair of earbuds? I would say it's beyond that. So, I would say they sound more like $80 or $100 earbuds. Now, they also have Bluetooth 5.4. I'm going to share that with you. They have fast charging, which is nice, and they're IPX5. So you can wear them out in, rainy type of weather, but don't swim with them. They also have ultra clear transmission at 990 kilobytes per second. So, in other words, there's less latency. The other nice thing about having something that's not inside the ear is that you're not going to have hearing fatigue of having that, you're going to have that achy kind of a swelling ear. You're not going to have that issue as well. So you can wear them for extended periods of time. This would be a good device for, let's say you want to watch a movie and you're on a bus or a train or something like that. These are going to be good because you still need to hear, hey, that's my next stop, or maybe this is my next station. You still need to hear your surroundings. And also for safety, for safety reasons, there's a lot of crazy people in the world. You kind of need to know what's going on around you, especially in the year 2026. So that's it for this video. I would like to thank SoundPeats once again for sending out the Clip 1. They are an improvement over the Breezy. There is a noticeable difference in audio quality between these two earbuds, and I do think it is worth the upgrade to one of these. I really do like the fact that you can put them in there so quickly and so easily, and the case is actually smaller in this direction. I think it's more pocketable in my opinion. So I will put a link in the description if you want to buy the Clip 1, and on the end screen I'm also going to put a link to the review of the Breezys if you want to check out that video as well. So on that note, take care, be safe at work, and I will see you at the next video. Bye.